Happy Monday. If you're watching on replay, put in the comments, #replay. And let's get everybody a minute to get going here, get myself situated. Okay. I swear I looked at the clock and it was like 10 minutes to 7, and then all of a sudden it was 7:01. As you come on, tell me hi, tell me what you're working on. Tell me how your Mother's Day was. Hi, Holly. Sherry. Hi, Shar. Uh-oh, Melissa's waving her hands at me. Why is she waving her hands at me? Can't hear me. All right. Let me see. Let me try this again, you guys. Let me see. Reconnecting. Okay, how about now? Now it made the noise at me like it's supposed to. Okay, good. All right, let's see. Noelle, Oriana, Shar, very good day. Nicole, working on your rainbow ripple blanket. Yes, Holly, you got your gift certificate. Hubby takes care of you. Thank you, John. Joyce still sucks. Hi, Cindy. I was going to try and cast on a little swatch so I could have something to straighten it on while I was chatting, but I don't think trying to cast on is a great idea while we're talking. So I'll just have to hold off on that. Mary working on the Versa cowl. Excellent. I'm trying feverishly to get swatches done for the yarn tasting tomorrow. I still have I think two more swatches to do. Mom here just paid my darn ticket on. Oh, shoot. Exercising while watching and listening. Darn it. It wasn't a speeding ticket, if that's what you guys are thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started since it's after 7. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is May 13th, almost halfway through the month already. My name is Kristen. I am the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC Marketplace. Hi, Fran. Marketplace as a whole, hours are have changed to 11 to 7 Wednesday through Saturday. Our hours for the Little Yarn Shop are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 7. That will not change. The only thing you might have to do is come in a different door if you're coming in between 10 and 11 in the morning. But I am being told it kind of varies by the day. Sometimes all the doors are unlocked and sometimes they're not. So, yeah, it's a little bit confusing, and we never know because once we're here, we don't tend to go out and come back in very often. So, let us know. They knocked it down to $25. Good. Mary, yes, it is the spring yarns like Tilly. And I do have, I do have additional yarn tasting kits. So if you want to just order a yarn tasting kit but can't come to the event, let us know and we can do that for you too. It is the same price. So it's $20 for the 6 different yarns. We got yarn tasting kits for the fall last year that I never got around to hosting. And so I'm swapping out some of the yarns in the kits. So instead of getting like 4 of the new yarns and 2 tried and true Barocco yarns, you may actually get 6 new yarns, some all from the spring and then a couple extra from the fall. So yeah, we have a couple extra spots still open though for the yarn tasting. That is tomorrow at 2, from 2 to 4 here. I know for sure we have 2 spots. We might have 3. I just have to go in and kind of alter things a little bit. Then I forgot to do that until it occurred to me just now. Um, so yeah, we can start there with upcoming events. Tomorrow from 2 to 4 is the yarn tasting. I narrowed it down to one session. And originally I had it at 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, but the afternoon one seemed um, seemed more popular, and I know it was kind of last minute, so. If you go to sign up and there is not a spot available, let us know and we can accommodate you as well. Other things coming up that we need to remind you about within the next month. I'm not going to talk too much about the yarn crawls yet, but starting the 25th, May 25th through May 30th is Shop Sensational Saginaw, which is a big market event, outdoor and indoor market event. Everybody will, well, I don't know if everybody will be open every day, but there are going to be vendors outside and inside every day, the 25th through the 30th. A lot of our food vendors are going to be open every day. That is also when the Memorial Cup is happening. So I think the Memorial Cup actually starts on the 23rd, but the 25th through the 30th is when this Shop Sensational Saginaw is going to happen. So a great opportunity to come down, experience other people's first experience of the downtown Saginaw area. They've been putting a lot of work into getting this up and going. Our hours are going to be the same through the event. So we will be open every day, the 25th through the 30th. So I think that encompasses a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let me look at my calendar quick. And then maybe I can have a better idea for you guys instead of saying, I think. I can say, I know. Yeah, so the Memorial Cup events go May 23rd through June 1st or 2nd. The Shop Sensational Saginaw goes the 25th through the 30th. So we will be open that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And same hours, 10 to 7. So, hi Jill. Come hang out with us. I think downtown's gonna be hopping. I have no idea. I will kind of try to post and update everybody on how it seems down here. If there seems to be a busier time of day, my guess is later in the day is going to be busier. I think most of the playoff games are at 7:30 in the evenings. So daytime shouldn't be too bad, other than bringing people into the area to shop and check other local things out. So, but I will try to remember to put something out on the social medias to give you guys an idea of what parking is like, traffic is like, that sort of thing. Okay, back to my other. No, that's not. So that is coming up the end of this month. The Downtown Saginaw Farmers Market opens for the season on the 25th, also on Friday, May 25th. And then they will have their summer hours of Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday and Friday, 10 to 3, Saturday, 10 to 1. They don't add Mondays until, I think, July. I'm not sure. So, but again, the outdoor farmers market is completely separate from what we have going on inside. They rent the space out there. So we don't have any idea of what vendors are going to be out there, anything like that, but they're going to start kicking off and getting up and going at the end of the month. Let's see, other events in June. I think why wouldn't I have this on here? I haven't put it out on the classes and events page yet, but I have a note in here, June 15th, which is a Saturday. We're going to try to structure something where Nicole is going to teach a crochet class that is a technique class. And you'll get to book 15-minute increments of time. And it's going to be to learn the magic circle. So for crochet things, and really some stuffies even start with the same method, I believe. But for a lot of crochet things, especially stuffies or granny squares, stuff like that, they start with what they call a magic circle. So you end up with just a little pinhole that needs to be closed up all the way in the center of whatever project you're working on and work your way out from there. So she is going to be teaching the technique on how to start the magic circle on things. And from there, maybe that will evolve into taking classes on how to utilize it, different patterns to utilize it. So that'll be on June 15th. We just don't have it. I don't have it quite in there yet, but keep an eye out for that. What else do I have in June? I know there's something else. I'm pretty sure it's Worldwide Knit in Public Day on there. I just can't. Yes. Okay. So June 8th is Worldwide Knit in Public Day. Not quite sure what we're going to be. Hi, Aunt Jackie. What we're going to be doing for Worldwide Knit in Public Day. We like to knit in public all the time, and we can easily do that with everything we've got going on here. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions for something we could do for that, send them my way. We're happy to hear input, suggestions. So that's all we've got for June. Oh, May 23rd, which is a Thursday. May 23rd is the day that Hi Bev, Marie Green, who is Olive Knits, releases the details for her 4-day summer knit along, which will be in July. But May 23rd is when she'll release the name of the pattern, photo images of it, yarn requirements, swatching details, all of that, measurements for the top, all of that will be released May 23rd. So that's coming up. That's next Thursday, a week from this. Nope, Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday. I have the pattern. I have started working on it a little bit. I do have my swatch. Here's my swatch. What I can tell you is that it's 3 colors. And I am using Bamboo Pop, which is teeters between a sport and a DK weight yarn. This one can be a summer top, or it can be a layering piece for other times of the year. So you have you've got a range of fibers to choose from in order to put it together. So this is, see if I can do this without showing off everything. That teal that I just showed you is my main color. So that's my main color. And these are my 2 contrast colors. This gold, like a goldenrod gold. And they call this rosy. It's not rosy at all. It's just a very pale tan. So it just seems so beachy and summery. And with the Bamboo Pop and the cotton and bamboo blend, I'm excited to get this done and to wear it. So we're going to be starting to get more Bamboo Pop in the shop. And yeah, we've got plenty of time. The knit along doesn't kick off until July 3rd. So we've got just over a month to figure out what yarns, what colors, all of that. And I was working on my top this weekend when I should have been doing swatches, because I kind of forgot about doing swatches. So that's a project I can't show you. I just finished up one of my swatches that will be for the yarn tasting tomorrow. So what I kind of have been doing lately with some of my swatches, if it's just to kind of play around with the yarn, is to do different size needles. So this was 7s, 8s, and 9s, and then a little bit of patterning. I did this a while back when I used the Tilly for that pink top. I did the same sort of thing. So you could kind of see, if you do cables, how do they show? Do you see enough of them in the fabric that sort of thing. This also is a good way to practice if the type of needles that you normally use are appropriate. So this yarn is, I don't know, it's one of the new spring yarns, and it has kind of, hi Tony. It has a very unique like chain style construction to it. It's almost easier to see in the swatch. But that means if you are one that uses like your Haya sharps, this is not going to be a very pleasant knit for you. Definitely lends itself to more blunt needle tips, whether that would be your zings if you're a knitter's pride person, bamboo tips. I am using the Chagu metal and the Forte. It was a little bit splitty until I got up into my nines. The nines have a little bit more of a blunt tip, and it wasn't, I wasn't having a problem with it then, but swatching something like this is a great way to just kind of play, learn the yarn, learn what you like about it, the fabric that you like. So that's one of the things I've been working on. The swatch for my Marie Green sweater. And I have maybe this much done on my Marie Green top. So I'm hoping by next Wednesday, when she releases it, I will have most, if not all of it done. We shall see. I did find that I am using the needles that she calls for. So I didn't have to go, yes, Tony, it is C-spun. Thank you. I was thinking Bazzolo, but I have that one here, and that one I haven't done up a swatch yet with. So yes, it is the C-spun. What else? Oh, I'm working. I showed you my one little hexie that I started. I have been working on this a little bit. That's the wrong side. I've also been trying to be pretty good about weaving in my ends every few things. So it's growing. This little guy is down here because I finished it and forgot to join it. So now I'm trying to join and build around it. But I do love how, so as a reminder, let me get this out of the way, see if I can do this. This is one hexagon. So you start with that center, and then you get the white star, the green star, and then these little blips around the edge. When you join them together, all those little blips around the edge make circles. So you have circles and stars. I'm finding it to be a lot of fun. Bev, frogging, Casapinka shawl. The only thing is I have to have a good work surface. So at home, I have to have a pillow in my lap. If I'm here in the shop, I definitely need to be up at the table in order to get, when I get to the point to join them. Because it is kind of fussy, but I really, I'm really hoping I can stay on track with this and get a blanket done for V that I can take off, that she can take to school when she goes. So, I don't think I have ever made her an Afghan. She has lots of yarn, knit and crochet Afghans that she has gotten from grandparents. No, that's not true. She does have one that I crocheted for her a long time ago. But this will be something special and different. I'm hoping I can give it to her so she can take it off to school with her. I am using Barocco vintage baby hand paints, my messy little skein here. And for the white, I'm using Plymouth Dream Baby DK. And just whipping up little blocks. Okay, so in July, the 4-day knit along kicks off July 3rd. So I'm back to the calendar of events and stuff. Olive Knit's 4-day knit along kicks off July 3rd. That is a Wednesday. I am not entirely sure what type of kickoff we will be doing, but I want to do something fun. I already have been talking to Sarah about stitch markers. This year's theme, I think, is a fun one. Also, mid-July, there should be a Casapinka mystery knit along. I don't know anything about it. I just have a note here that says that usually happens mid-July. And then we've got the two yarn crawls, the Middle of the Mitten yarn crawl, July 11th through 20th. And the Heartland Yarn Adventure, July 26th through August 4th. I have already gotten images from one of my dyers for the custom colors. I can, I already, I'm trying to be on the ball a little bit with things, you guys. So I already got the postcards made up for the inspiration photo. So let me go grab one. They're up at the counter. Okay. So 73 degrees outside and I'm wearing a shawl in here because it's chilly. So, this year for the inspiration, we chose the, Japanese Cultural Center. The official name is the Japanese Cultural Center Tea House and Gardens of Saginaw. It's an area that's been there since, let me read up my little thing here, since 1961. We have a sister city in Japan and they worked together to create this beautiful friendship garden. This time of year, this last month is when it's just the most vibrant with all these cherry trees, the cherry blossoms. It's absolutely gorgeous. They now have a tea house that they've added. You can experience the tea ceremonies, everything like that. But it's been on my mind a couple of years, but I always think about it after everything has been in bloom. So I have spent a lot of time down there this spring capturing good images. So these are the photos, the kind of the collage that we sent out to the dyers to give us some fun yarn. I decided this year I really wanted to try and go more of the pinks and get away from the blues. We tend to gravitate to the blues, so trying to be more conscious about that. I actually, you guys, I'm really excited about this. I'm just a little bit hesitant. I hope that the yarns don't come out all looking the same. But Brenda and Heather are on board to do a a gradient DK weight yarn. And I have given the okay on the color from Dream in Color. So that is a go. They're already working on it, which is awesome. Heard the initial, got an initial thing back from Ridiculous about it. We just haven't finalized things yet there. So I'm really excited for this one. I think it'll be fun and it's definitely different than the ones we've done in the past. So I'm excited about it. Oh, so I started to say, I'm pretty sure I already have next year's photo picked out unless something big happens between now and then. You guys, with the Northern Lights the way they were this last week, how could you not use that as some sort of inspiration photo for yarn? I mean, I know it's been used in the past, but unfortunately, I missed out. I was out to dinner and missed out on seeing a lot of it, but Victoria got a lot of really cool pictures and I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to be using one of her photos for next year. So I'm really excited about that because she took pictures and it still has like the downtown Old Town Saginaw landscape in the background. So we'll see. I'm telling a lot of people that, so hopefully enough people remember and can remind me next year when I start to say, I don't know what I'm doing for my inspiration photo. I have reminders on my calendars, supposed to have Northern Lights tonight again. Oh, I'm hoping, I know earlier today they said we were going to have thunderstorms here anyway. So maybe I'll try and get out, see if I can see anything. So yeah, our custom yarn will be available starting mid-July during the yarn crawls. That's when we release it. We will be doing yarn sales as well, the buy one, get one, and we'll be doing sales on pattern books and all kinds of other good stuff. So yeah, make sure that you make it a point to come in during one for both of the yarn crawls. I don't have the passports yet for the Heartland Yarn Adventure, but I do have the passports in the bags for the middle of the mitten. We still have some available. It's $10. You can buy them in store, or you can purchase them online and pick them up or have them shipped to you. $10 gets you a tote bag and the passport this year for the middle of the mitten. And it's our 9th anniversary. So this will be our 9th anniversary yarn, I guess we'll call it. Not that we've been doing that for 9 years, but we started that when we came here, that's been 5 years, 6 years. Crazy. Okay, gotta get away from my calendar and back to my notes. Monday motivation notes. So we will talk more about it, but the 4-day knit along that's coming up, I'm using Bamboo Pop. You could use Remix Light. You could use Heritage 6. We were thinking about, because you don't necessarily need a whole lot of the 2 contrast colors, about using like fingering weight held double for some of those. For those of you who have a whole bunch of minis, it would be a really fun way to use up some of your mini skeins. Downtown Saginaw Farmers Market, we talked about that. We didn't talk about what I'm wearing. So I am wearing 2 things because it's chilly. My mom, many of you know, she loves knitting that Midsummer Nights shawl that I can't pronounce in whatever it is, Norwegian or Swedish. Summer Nacht. Translates to Midsummer's Night's shawl. So this is her most recent finished shawl in the blues. That is absolutely gorgeous. All of the mohair sections. So it's 1 skein of fingering weight yarn and 50 grams of mohair. So 1 or 2, depending on the mohair that you get. Most of ours comes in 25 gram, either balls or skeins. But the lace is done in the fingering weight yarn. The mohair is just some garter rows with some fingering weight in between. As simple as it is, we have been told to warn people, make sure that you pay attention, because mohair is not the easiest thing in the world to rip out. It loves itself, and it just makes really good friends with all the other little fibers within mohair. But it's such... This shawl is so lightweight and such a big project for essentially 150 grams of yarn. I mean, it's big, you guys. It's bigger than my arm span and really warm. As you may or may not remember, the first one she did was in purples, and that one I wore on a flight back from Florida one time. And you know how it's always so cold on the plane. I wrapped this around my legs and it kept me plenty warm. It's a beautiful, beautiful project. So had to show that off because Mom just finished that. And I'm also wearing the Campana, which is a Barocco pattern out of Barocco Splash. This was a new yarn a couple years back, a new spring yarn. It is 70% viscose, 30% cotton. So basically like a hemp linen cotton blend, one that softens up a little bit. It's neck down, seamless, has a little bit of patterning in the yoke of it, and a few raglan increases before you split for the sleeves. I have had some people do longer sleeves. You pick up and just knit this tiny little bit. I did not knit this sample. The sample was one that they sent to us. It has a little bit of A-line shaping to it. Not a whole lot, I think. Well, now that I'm saying that, you guys, I don't know. I think it does both. I think it has some decreases and some increases, just a few. But the yarn has, so this is the color that I'm wearing, this color 2411. And we have almost all of the colors that they make in this yarn, but it just gives you these little blips of color every once in a while. This spring they did come out with some new colors. So the original colors were, let's see, with the kind of the taupey background, they did the taupe with the brights and then the taupe with, I see, I call this beachier tones again, like a little bit of the turquoise, purple, brown, that one. They run $11.50 a piece. For this top, you need anywhere from 6 to 13 of them, depending on your size, and it goes from a 32-inch up to a 74-inch finished bust size. So those are the two that were kind of in the taupe range of things. They started with two in the light gray. There's the light gray with like a peach and a gold and a yellow. That's color 2413. Then there's the gray with dark gray, brown, and I don't know what, I guess a dark tan or camel color in there. They added a third gray. That's color 2419. And this has some of the lighter, I think of coral. That's the word I was thinking of. Coral, peach, teal, a little bit of pinks in there. That one's really pretty, good springy ones. Blues. They originally had two blues. This one is basically the blue base version of what I'm wearing. So instead of the taupe in the background, it's the blue with then greens, pinks, blues, oranges, yellows. And then they have the all over like blue on blue with a little bit of green in there and a little bit of brown in there. Just kind of a good denim look, I guess I would say. They added a third blue that's got these pops of turquoise and lime green and yellow and white. That one's fun. Two darker browns. The darker brown with blues, different shades of blues. And then neutrals. So a darker brown with black, tan, white. And then this year they added a white, which I think is just beautiful too. I love summer tops in white. Like most of us, you have to be really careful with what you're eating when you're wearing a summer top that's in white. But I love this with the, again, the peach, the coral, the turquoise, the purple, and the white background. So we have all of those here in stock. If you're feeling the urge to do another summer top, this is a fun one. And it's done on size 5 and 6 needles, so it would go fairly quickly. Oh, the other thing happening this week, besides the yarn tasting tomorrow. And again, as a reminder, if you can't make it in person to do the yarn tasting, but you want to play with the new yarns, for $20, you get an organza bag that has 6 different little mini balls of yarn. They're about this size, which is plenty to do, to play around with it, do a swatch at least this big. I still had some left over. I just got tired of knitting on it and figured it was enough to be able to show it off. We have recommendations for patterns where you can use all of the yarns together, or you can play with them separately and see if there's something that you like. You also get their new spring lookbook. You get a download code to get 50% off a pattern from Barocco's website. You get, whether you're here in person or you order one online, you get entered into door prize drawings for a project's worth of yarn and a pattern book from them. And so besides that, the yarn tasting at 2 tomorrow, Bloom from Within is opening Wednesday. So Here's their little flyer. Look at how cute that is. So what is Bloom from Within? They are going to be a wellness place here, a vendor, I guess, here at the marketplace. So right down the center aisle, if you go out our side door, past Myrna's, right across from Honey's Potatoes is Bloom from Within. Kelly and Nicole are the owners. They are the most genuine, sweet, kind-hearted women, and they're the starting point for everything were acai bowls. So acai is considered a superfruit. It has a lot of good antioxidants and other yummy things for your body. But they make bowls with these like real thick smoothie, and then like top them with stuff like this, like bananas and berries and granola and seeds, all kinds of stuff. So they're doing the smoothie bowls, they're doing wellness juice shots. I think they're doing oatmeal bowls. They're just going to have a wide variety of things here. So we're really excited for that. It's kind of a nod, takes us back to when we first opened, and the blending bowl was here, and they would do a lot of that stuff, the fresh smoothies and juices. So we're excited, really excited for them. They're just the sweetest women. Right next to them is going to be the salad bar. They are working on their spot, which is exciting. That means they're getting closer to the point where they'll be setting up. They've got a little bit further to go in terms of getting health department clearance and all of that stuff, but takes time, but we're excited. I put piles around me so I remember things, and then I get distracted by my piles of things. That is it for tonight, though. I think I've gone through everything that I wanted to talk about. We will be here in the shop Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Other than the yarn tasting tomorrow at 2, from 2 to 4. I don't believe we have any events going on. We have social knitting on Thursday evening. So that starts anywhere from, I don't know, 5-ish. Sometimes people start showing up to whenever they decide to leave, around 9 or 10. Goose Tooth Restaurant is open. They are open 7 days a week. So check them out. I know over the past week or so, they had been having some staffing issues, but I think they've gotten that pretty much under control. They are still working on trying to expedite their liquor license. Not sure if it's going to happen in time for the Memorial Cup, but hopefully by next month they will have that, which we're excited about too. But really good, different foods. And we like the fact that they're open 7 days a week. So if you're here for class on Monday nights, you can snag dinner from there. If you're here late on Thursdays, you can snag dinner from there, or anytime in between. So yeah, that is all I have for you all today. I hope you have a great week. I looked at the forecast. It looks like it's supposed to be chilly tomorrow, which I'm kind of bummed about, but at least we got some sunshine today, and we're definitely trending toward summer weather, which I'm excited about. I hope you are all excited about it too. So I hope everybody has a great week. If we don't see you here in the shop sometime this week, then I hope we see you here at 7 o'clock next Monday. So have a good night, have a good week, and